Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today is Tuesday, 20th September 2016. So we'll start with our prayers. Narayanam namaskritya Naram chaiva narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatya Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Today we are going to discuss chapter 10 of the third canto. So we just chant one shloka from there. Shloka number 18. Chapter 10, shloka number 18. Shad ime prakrita sarga Vaikritan api me shranu Rajo bhajo bhagavato Lileyam harime dasaha Shad ime prakrita sarga Vaikritan api me shranu Rajo bhajo bhagavato Lileyam harime dasaha Priyanka Mataji.
Shada ime prakrita sarga Vaikritan api me shranu
Rajo bhajo bhagavato Lileyam harime dasaha. Thank you. Shat. Six. Ime. All these. Prakrita. Of the material energy. Sarga. Creations. Vaikritan. Secondary creations by Brahma. Api. Also. Me. From me. Shranu. Just here. Raja Bhaja. Of the incarnation of the mode of passion. Brahma. Bhagavataha. Of the greatly powerful. Leela. Pastime. Yam. This. Hari. Supreme personality of Godhead. Medasaha. Of one who has such a brain.
of
of
one
one who has such a brain.
All the above are natural creations by the external energy of the Lord. Now hear from me about the creations by Brahma, who is an incarnation of the mode of passion, who, the matter of creation, has a brain like that of the personality of God. All the above
All the above
are natural creations
are natural creations
by the external energy of the Lord.
by the external energy of the Lord.
Now hear from me
now
Hear from me
about the creations by Brahma,
about the creation by Brahma,
who is an incarnation
who is
who
an
is an incarnation
of the mode of passion,
of the mood of passion,
and who, in the matter of creation,
and who in the matter of creation
has a brain like that
has a
has a brain like that
of the personality of God.
of the personality of Godhead.
So actually, Maitreya Rishi is talking about how Krishna took some creation job, he himself did it. And after that, he asked Brahma to carry forward. So we'll just go to the chapter, 10th chapter. This chapter is called Divisions of the Creation. This whole planetary systems, and then different Bhur, Bhava, Swaha, earthly, planets which are below Earth, and then earthly planets, and then the higher planets. So Vidura, if you remember, the dialogue is between Maitreya Rishi and Vidura. So Vidura has now, so far Maitreya Rishi was explaining how Brahma is born and then how he started the creation after his prayers. Last we saw the prayers. So he is asking now, he's addressing him as grandfather. Brahmaji is Pitama, grandfather of the planetary inhabitants. So how he created these bodies from his own body. Brahmaji used different parts of his body to create all this. And then we saw that, yesterday we saw that Krishna disappeared after giving darshan to Brahma. So now that he says Krishna is gone, so how did Brahma start? What did he do? So please tell me everything. I want to know. And then, I want to know everything in detail, beginning to end. So Sutta Goswami is actually now, we go back to Sutta Goswami, who is addressing the whole congregation there of the sages, and is addressing Shaunaka Rishi, son of Bhrigu. So he says the Maitreya Muni, when he asked, he heard from Vidura, then he felt very much happy because everything he knew the answers. Sometimes when we know the answer, then even when the question is going on, we start becoming happy because we know the answer. And then sometimes we are disturbed by the question. We say, "Oh my God, now what? When is the question going to end?" So here, because Maitreya had heard it from Krishna, he's very happy to tell Vidura everything. So he starts now speaking. So he says, after Krishna left, then Brahma engaged in the tapasya. Because he is just born, and Krishna gave him that after that 100 years. But he again starts, because now he has to start creating. So he wants to really focus. And then, he just applied himself totally for bhakti seva, for devotional service of the Lord. Then Brahma looked around and he saw the lotus which was in the water, from where he was born. And then he saw that, after the devastation, now the creation has to start. So there is a lot of turbulence. We saw that wind, the water started drying from the wind and all, but still there's a lot of water. And the wind are very, very violent because agitation has been created by Lord Vishnu. So Brahma had done such a long tapasya that he acquired a lot of power. Tapasya means power. In the sense, not for misuse or something, but you acquire. Even, when we want to gain a good body, then we take some austerity, right? So he drank the whole water and the wind. He just swallowed. Everything is swallowed. And then he saw that now this lotus which was there, it started spreading throughout the universe. Now then he started contemplating. So, okay, now this lotus is spreading and everything is in the stem. So I have to use this lotus and the stem. So this way, he engaged in the service, what the order he had received from Krishna. So he entered into the whole of the lotus. The lotus is a whole in the center. And as he saw that as spreading all over the universe, he divided into 3 divisions. 3 divisions. That's as I said. Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha. 3 divisions. And then he divided, he made further 14 divisions of the stem, The lotus is into 3, and then there are 14 planetary systems. In each universe, there are 14 planetary systems. 7 down, 1 in the middle, 6 up. So that way it becomes 14. So he created all these 14 so that different species and different level of consciousness is input into these different places, The consciousness at the Patala level is very, very low. Like that it goes up all the way up to Brahma Loka, where the consciousness is very, very super order. And then, having done that, Vidura again asks him further question. He says, okay, I want to know, I understood this. He says, he created these 14 planetary systems and 3 divisions. But what about Kala? From where it came, Because Kala is the one which is, I'm really, really have seen the effect of Kala, eternal time. So, and I was told that it is other form of Supreme Lord. It is Krishna also comes as Kala. So he calls Krishna as wonderful actor. So please tell me what are the symptoms? How do we understand this Kala? So Maitreya Rishi said, these 3 modes of material nature, they act under the influence of Kala. And then Kala is one, Kala, which is unchangeable and limitless. Time is limitless, right? And then it is the biggest instrument that the Krishna has in this material world. He just kept it for material world because, things get destroyed by time, and there are some things get healed also by time. So time works either way. So this cosmic manifestation is separated from Krishna by means of Kala. Kala comes and then he separates it from Krishna. That means the material and, as I said, spiritual world has no Kala, no effect of Kala. That everything is eternal. The bodies are eternal. Everything is eternal. So Kala is also impersonal form of Krishna in a way, because nobody can see Kala, right? So, excuse me. And he says this cosmic manifestation that we are going to have now, Maitreya Rishi says, this was there. It was there as it is. Now it is there as it is in the future also. See, it's only manifestation and unmanifestation, right? Not that anything changes. Not that suddenly sun becomes something else in the next yuga like that. No, it's not like that. That's why we heard that Brahmaji is going to create and put things as they were. Nothing new. So now he talks about 9 different kinds of creations. 9 kinds of creations are there. Some of them are done by Krishna himself and some are done by Brahmaji. So this is the chapter about. So one we know by the interaction of the modes of nature, Prakriti interacts and things happen. Human beings also take birth under the influence of 3 modes and time, karma. And then there are 3 kinds of annihilations due to eternal time. Here, let's talk about the three annihilations. One is due to the scheduled time of annihilation of the entire universe, right? Pralaya, when it comes. That's one kind of annihilation. The second is due to a fire which emanates from the mouth of Ananta, dries up everything, and then everything turns into water. And the third is due to one's qualitative actions and reactions. Like our annihilation of our body, according to action and reaction. Okay. So these are the 3 types of annihilations: pralaya, mini pralaya, and then mrityu of the individual bodies of the jivas. Now, of these 9 creations, he goes one by one. The first creation is of the Mahat Tattva. We heard this many times now. The sum total of material ingredients, Mahat Tattva. And there the Lord is present there. He glances over them. And then this is how creation's first stage starts. Then the second creation is Ahankara. In Ahankara, the material ingredients, material knowledge, and material activities arise because of Ahankara. That's where, everything takes place: material activities, ingredients, and knowledge, material knowledge. Then in the third creation, sense perception is created. How? By the interaction of the mode of goodness. First. And the mind is the sum total of, so, Ahankara, Buddhi. Third is this. Fourth is creation of knowledge and working capacity. Everybody's working capacity is different. Knowledge is different. So this is another creation. This all comes because Krishna says it comes from me. The knowledge, the intelligence, the forgetfulness, remembrance, everything comes from him. Then the fifth creation is that of the controlling deities, departmental heads, by the interaction of the mode of goodness. That's what I was talking. I jumped one. The mode of goodness brings devas. Okay. So he says, then the sixth creation is ignorant darkness. Because you can see light, appreciate light only when there is darkness. And he says darkness is what? People start behaving foolishly because of ignorance. Now, the sixth one, what we heard up to now, are all creations by Krishna himself. Brahmaji has no role in that. And now, the shloka what we read today, we say that the Brahmaji gets a similar brain to Krishna to create. So he is going to create now 7, 8, 9. The seventh creation, all immovable entities, Jada, Achara. All Achara means non-moving items. Whatever we see, this is the seventh creation. And then, for example, he gives an example, 6 types of this Jada. Don't walk. What is that? Fruit trees without flowers, trees and plants which exist until the fruit is ripe. Right? When the fruit is gone, plant also goes. Creepers, pipe plants like bamboo and all. Creepers which have no support. All this watermelon and pumpkin and so on. And then trees with flowers and fruits. So these are the 6 types of immovable entities. And then, interestingly, all these, whatever we heard that list, they all grow upwards. Right? You can see all the plants and everything goes upwards. Their subsistence is upwards. Somehow they have been given the intelligence by Krishna that if you want to grow, you have to go up. All the creepers and everything. And then Maitra Rishi says, they're almost unconscious. Their consciousness is very subtle. But they also can feel pain. And there's a huge variety in that. You can see the plants and all, how many varieties. Botanical studies are done and so on and so on. The 8th creation is that of the lowest species of life. Lowest species of life. And he gives some examples. Numbering 28. 28 varieties, it says. They're all not having much intelligence. They're very ignorant. They know they're desirable by smell, but then they cannot remember much in the heart. So like that, lower species, they just eat and survive. And then in the lower animals, he says, now he is giving how Brahmaji had different categories of animals. So here the categories are given by their feet, what kind of feet they have. Cow, goat, buffalo, stag, hog, gavaya, deer, lamb, and camel. All have cloven hoofs, split. There are two portions. There is a gap in between. If you study, all of them are having like that. Then the horse, mule, ass, gavara, sharaba, bison, and wild cow. They all have only one hoof. So if you want to distinguish between wild cow and pet cow, You can see the two difference. And then there are animals having 5 nails. The dog, jackal, tiger, fox, cat, rabbit, lion, monkey, elephant, tortoise, alligator, etc. All have 5 nails. They are known as panchanakas. Then the heron, vulture, crane, hawk, peacock, swan, sarasa, chakravaka, crow, owl, they're all birds. And then the creation of the human beings comes under one species only. And then what is their specialty? They stock the food in the belly. This is the 9th in the rotation. Then of course within the human, as per the consciousness, there are 400,000 species. And then all of that, he says, Maitreya Rishi says that all this, the most passionate among all these creations is the human beings. Always busy. And Maitreya Rishi says, always busy to lead a miserable life. But they think that they are very happy. Another problem. He says, you cannot do anything about them. They just feel that they are very happy. Although every now and then they are miserable, but they think that they are always happy. Then these last 3 creations and the creation of devatas is the 10th category actually, are Vaikrita creations. Prakrita creations, natural creations. So he says, this is the difference between Vaikrita and Prakrita. Prakrita is done by Krishna and Vaikrita is done by Brahma. Sarga, Visarga. And then among the devatas, actually Brahmaji Krishna doesn't create all the devatas. He just creates the head of the departments, the prominent ones. The Brahmaji is given the job of others. And there are 8 varieties. Devas, forefathers, Pitras, Asuras, Rakshasas, Gandharvas and Apsaras, Yakshas and Rakshasas, Siddhas, Charanas, Vidyadharas, Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha, and superhuman beings, celestial singers, etc. All created by Brahma. So he says, in the next class, I'm going to talk about the Manus and descendants of them. So this is how the division of creation takes place. Okay, very interesting. So thank you very much. I'd like to stop here. If you have any questions, comments, you can ask. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, this Prithvi, Vayu, Jal, Akash, so when, where these are placed in this 9?
This is in the earthly planet, Bhuva. This is the Bhuva. Between heavenly planets and the lower planet, there is earthly planet. That's where we have these 5 elements are predominant here. Of course, everywhere else also they are, but especially the jivas on earthly planet, they cannot live without them.
So these are created by Lord or Brahma?
The Brahmaji, we saw that Brahmaji divided it into 14 planetary systems. The main ingredient is given by the Lord. The Lord has given him all the, you can say, raw material. And then because everything was there in the Mahatattva.
Okay, so these are also in Mahatattva.
Yeah. So we saw that, first 6 and then the next 3. Because, Brahmaji is also head of the department, so he cannot create another head of the department. That Krishna keeps it himself.
Okay.
Like it says here, Prakrata, that all natural elements is with Krishna, and then all created ones are with Brahma. So this is a fantastic knowledge, like unless we read Bhagavatam, nobody is telling us about this, right? It's really fascinating.
I think these are tough also to understand. Like you need to.
Okay, because the thing is again, and as I said, we go by the Shabda Pramana. Otherwise, we can get lost. We can just keep questioning everything. How Brahma? Why not Krishna would create everything? Why Brahma is given like that? We have so many questions, but this is how Krishna wants it. So we understand like that, and there's all these great acharyas are explaining to us from a very macro level point of view. And another thing is, if you want to go into detail, then you have to go to the purports. Sometimes Prabhupada gives a lot of details. Sometimes he doesn't even talk about it because according to what is required by us, he will go into that. But in my case, I have gone through all this. We already covered, when we are going shloka by shloka, we covered third canto. So we have already gone into each of the purports of Srila Prabhupada also. And so I just take out some points from that and just speak about that. Okay. Thank you. Anybody else has any question? Radhika Raman Prabhu, Karthik Prabhu, Priyanka Mataji. Okay then. This is a short chapter.